77 WABC invites you to a family fun day and softball showdown on July 20th with net proceeds benefiting Shriners Children's. John Sterling will call the game as the FDNY takes on the NYPD with special guests Dwight Gooden, Art Shamsky, 77 WABC hosts, including Sid Rosenberg, Anthony Cumia, Lionel, Dominic Carter, and many more. For more info and to buy tickets, go to ShrinersChildren'sChampions.org. That's ShrinersChildren'sChampions.org.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
I heard somebody call in the other day, and what a weird story about having sex with was it the brother-in-law?
Oh, that guy. That was when I was in Austin with Casey Rocket.
Yeah.
The guy sounded like Woody Allen.
Yeah.
His sister-in-law, he goes, they kissed.
Right, they kissed.
And their lips touched during a New Year's Eve kiss.
Whoa,
and,
dangerous.
And he said every day he's been repainting his belly, thinking about that. And I don't blame him. It was so hot.
But this is his brother's wife?
His brother's wife, yeah. And
did he have feelings for her before this magical kiss?
I don't know. I think he thought she was attractive.
And why kiss on the mouth?
They didn't. They kissed like it was like that, like when I saw you before, like that little weird kiss we do.
Okay. But I had to open my fly for that one.
I know, and it was weird because there's that back. This is gonna be a smelly kiss.
We hand out free toothbrushes here at the radio station. What? So that's weird. It wasn't even like
like you go kiss him on the cheek and the lips just. I guess like the lips just touched a little. And apparently she said to him, "Wow, the year's off to a great start." Oh. And that weird little moment, like that's the type of thing. Like, ooh, I know what you're telling me.
How hard is it for? Well, how hard is it? No, how hard is it for a guy to forget that, turn it down, never acknowledge it again, and not play off of it?
Especially if she's someone that you thought was hot before. Oh. Like, I don't have
But the disloyalty, it's your brother.
I know.
That should transcend any sexual insanity you have. But as a guy, especially at a certain age or where you're just completely out of control, that's a tough thing to do.
Yeah, I don't quite understand it. Like, I would be so grossed out by just the idea that someone was having sex. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be able to get beyond that. And I'm a pervert, but that would be one that would just make me go like, ugh. But I get it, though. I get why the inappropriate, somebody likes a little inappropriate. You know what I mean?
If you like the inappropriate, that's another kind of fetish. But if you don't like that, but you were kind of turned on by it, what a conundrum that is to have now. Like every time you see her, and you know how it is with guys and girls because girls won't even think about it. You could imagine something in your head that she thought like, oh, I think she liked that. I think when she said like the year's off to a good start, that must mean she got the same vibe I did. Now you're infatuated with her. And she didn't even think twice about it.
I kissed my friend's grandmother, which I know is trying to.
Oh, right.
And it was like a little peck and our lips touched. And I'd be lying.
Whose lips were thinner and drier? Have a little contest.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't turned on. I was a little turned on.
I like the taste of Geritol.
But I couldn't do anything about it because I'm like, then they close the lid. Old satin pillow head.
Did you really kiss a grandma?
No.
Oh, right. It was.
No.
Very funny.
I was literally
Jimmy.
smiling as you're talking, just thinking about some old bag in a coffin, me giving her a peck, getting a rod and the lid closing.
So wrong.
I know.
I love it.
But yeah, no, I've had inappropriate thing, like little weird back touches when you're taking a photo with someone after a show.
And you think it means something.
And sometimes it does, but it just goes nowhere.
Does.
Yeah.
It never
I know,
does.
but then I'm like, oh, what am I talking about? His wife is here. But yes, sometimes the woman will rub your back and there's a little signal, but you know it can't go anywhere and it doesn't. It's just a moment. Like it's some type of a weird moment that just is and then it expires.
What kind of advice did you give this guy?
I don't remember. I remember the call.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what I'm sure I encouraged him
to go and have sex with his sister-in-law.
Yeah, of course I mentioned Hunter Biden. I mean, how could you not? Among men.
Be like a presidential son.
Absolutely. Do exactly what all of us want. He wanted to for a while. All of a sudden, was like, I have a headache. And he's like, all right, I'll wait it out.
Should I go to the doctor? No, here's some Excedrin.
No, not at all.
Don't you worry about it.
Open your cap. One more little button in the back. You'll be fine.
Old pudding brain is going away, and I'll take care of business.
77 WABC invites you to a family fun day and softball showdown on July 20th with net proceeds benefiting Shriners Children's. John Sterling will call the game as the FDNY takes on the NYPD with special guests Dwight Gooden, Art Shamsky, 77 WABC hosts including Sid Rosenberg, Anthony Cumia, Lionel, Dominic Carter, and many more. For more info and to buy tickets, go to ShrinersChildren'sChampions.org. That's ShrinersChildren'sChampions.org.
It's just so terrible.
It's just awful. Yeah, but I'm weak with that stuff. It's hard not to think about it. Even if you don't act on it, it's still the idea of it. And you're right. Sometimes you imagine it. So you got to be careful. It's not that.
It's a lot of imagination. Like you want it to be true. I think a guy, especially a young guy.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, every single thing a girl did that wasn't calling me a piece of crap.
Right. Which was nothing.
That was like coming on to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
If a girl talked to you, it was coming on to you. If she put her hand on your arm while she talked to you, you're like, well, this is it.
Yeah.
This is I have her. And the way they think is totally different.
Because you're always looking like, and this is all of us would do this, looking for the signal.
Yeah.
Like the signal where like, oh, she feels the way I do. And it never comes.
You write a poem, Jimmy, did you?
Well, I wrote one in rehab.
Did you?
No, but I did. I told you the time I was sitting on the shopping carts. Did I tell you that? I think, and I had to crush on this girl so much. And she's like, I like someone. I'm like, you do? And she's like, yeah.
No, you thought it was you.
She's like, I'm like, really? And she goes, yeah. She goes, it's weird because we're friends. I'm like, I'm sure it's okay. And she goes, and he's got glasses. And I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah. Does John have a girlfriend? She's talking about my buddy John Freno.
Oh, Jim. It's not John. The name's Jim.
And I was like, oh, that's cool. He's a nice guy.
Oh.
Then I went and got a screwdriver and stole Wee magazine out of the machine, which is what I used to do. and went and chafed my young, confused body with my hand. Dude, I would take the screwdriver and go steal Playboy, Penthouse, and Wii. They were in a machine in the local motel.
How would they put those in machines that could be easily lifted?
It was a magazine.
I know. I've seen the machines, but geez,
you put the screwdriver in and just jimmy the magazine. I didn't take the money. I just wanted the magazine. Yeah,
of course, at that age.
Pia Zadora. Ooh.
Oh yeah, the Pia
Remember
Zadora
her?
issue of We.
Very hot.
Yeah. It was why are celebrities better to see naked than just regular girls?
Because it's the same thing that OnlyFans probably does now, which is people that you see in, because guys, you always want to see somebody naked, always.
Yeah.
So like the fact
take
that
your clothes off.
You've seen it. I mean, something you haven't seen before. There's no hair on it, which of course you're used to. But there's something about seeing these like people you work with or like women that you want to see them naked. So now on OnlyFans, that's what it's like with celebrities. Like,
yeah,
because it was so taboo.
Like Celebrity Skin became a huge website.
Yeah,
people wanted to see. They'd freeze frame a movie where it was a split second,
half a breast,
half a breast or something like that. Yeah, well, see that outside Sloan Kettering. Jimmy's face is in his hands right now. I'm sorry. You knew that was.
I did, but it was worse than I anticipated. I knew it was coming. I didn't think you'd name the hospital.
77 WABC invites you to a family fun day and softball showdown on July 20th with net proceeds benefiting Shriners Children's. John Sterling will call the game as the FDNY takes on the NYPD with special guests Dwight Gooden, Art Shamsky, 77 WABC hosts including Sid Rosenberg, Anthony Cumia, Lionel, Dominic Carter, and many more. For more info and to buy tickets, go to ShrinersChildren'sChampions.org. That's ShrinersChildren'sChampions.org.